Hello friends, today I will talk about why we need approval of others. There is a mistaken belief that it is important most people love, like or approve of me. Actually, we place a high premium on being liked. It is no wonder we believe it important that others regard us favorably in one way or another. When people like us, we feel good and we like ourselves. When they do not like us, neither do we. So our reasoning basically follows these lines. We like to feel good about ourselves. Others' favorable opinions of us can make us feel good. Therefore, it is important they think well of us. Usually, the higher others' opinion of us, the happier we are, isn't it? But let me warn here that being liked has its price. On the surface, it seems harmless enough to want people to like us. After all, what's wrong with feeling liked, loved, or appreciated, isn't it? Sometimes we have to sacrifice our integrity to get others to like us. When our actions are motivated primarily by a desire to win others' approvals, then wanting them to like us is anything but harmless. There are many disadvantages of wanting others' approval. The moment we decide it is important that someone think well of us, we are no longer free to live. To the extent we value others' opinion, we put ourselves under their control. Trying to keep people thinking well of us is like walking on egg. We must proceed very cautiously. We have to choose our words very carefully. We conceal our true feelings because expressing them may make others think poorly of us. To keep people liking us, we must often ignore our own wishes and preferences, even modify our behavior to match their expectations. We try to dress fashionably, be seen with the right people, live in the right neighborhood, drive the right kind of car, have the right kind of job, and live the right kind of lifestyle. We make choices as though people are looking over our shoulders to applaud or criticize our decisions. Others' opinions make us emotionally vulnerable. Since we feel happy only when people think well of us, when they die or move away or no longer like us, we are in of a stormy time. We spend a lot of time worrying what they think of our hairstyle, clothing, table manners, driving behavior, and so on. This excessive concern is actually self-defeating. For example, we experience stage fear only because we are more concerned with the impression we are making on the audience than with informing or entertaining them. Now, let's understand why we seek external approval. Because we disapprove of ourselves. Now, why others' approval also fails to help? There are many reasons, but here I will tell you a couple of them. The first one is that it is only temporary. Second, there is never enough to satisfy us. We always want more. We put ourselves in the ridiculous position of having to ask people for permission to like ourselves. In fact, we say, please like me, because unless you do, I won't like myself. But there is a counter belief which I would like to share today. It is the only approval I must have is my own. Anyone else is strictly optional. Optional is the key here. But wanting others' approval is such a habit, we are inclined to think of it as a biological in origin, like we need food, water, or sleep. Obviously, the need for approval is not biologically determined, and if we choose to, we can live a happy, fulfilling life with no approval but our own. Let me deep dive into this further. There are two kinds of approvals. Okay, wait, you may say, others' approval is important from the standpoint of survival, isn't it? It is easier to answer this, but let's understand. The one approval, what we call is practical approval, which is essential if we want to be involved in any sort of successful working relationship with others. Without it, we would find it difficult to hold a job, to obtain food or clothing or a place to live or even to survive. The second kind of approval is personal approval, which means other like us as person. They approve of us in terms of personal relationship because we have enough values and standard in common for them to find us acceptable. But unlike practical approval, personal approval is an option. Now, how to solve this approval problem? You want to know that? All right. I will give you one exercise here. Find a place where you can relax and have a privacy for 15 to 20 minutes. Try using visualization technique. In your imagination, create a scenario in which you are with others and you do something you would ordinarily find embarrassing. It might be easiest to select something that has embarrassed you in the past. Example can be spilling food on yourself or saying something wrong or forgetting someone's name just when you're introducing her to another. Now, making this mental picture as realistic as possible. Imagine yourself in the scene you have created doing the particular thing you customarily would find embarrassing, but not reacting to it with embarrassment. Feel yourself being casual and relaxed, even as others look at you disapproving or even making judgmental remarks about you. Imagine yourself responding comfortably instead of self-consciously. Mentally tell yourself something like this. Well, everybody makes mistake. I guess this is one of mine. Practice this visualization until others' comments and action lose their sting. You are no longer inclined to feel uncomfortable in this imaginary situation. Now, when you reach this point, choose a similar set of circumstances and use the same procedure. Continue this practice, and this will lead gradually to desanitize other opinions. I can share here some affirmations which you can keep telling yourself all the time. It is, I need only my own approval. I value myself even if others do not. People don't have to like me. Even if others dislike me, I'm still a valuable and a worthwhile person. I don't have to please anyone except myself. I'm sure today's this session will be helpful in your life. Thank you so much.